All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Yeah, good morning to you all, my fellow comrades. Good afternoon. Good evening to you all, lovers of freedom. I bring greetings to you, wherever you are, wherever you may reside this very morning. Yeah, of course, I am here this very morning to address some important issues. And most of Biafrans have been falling into this, but I am here, to bring in some clarification concerning this. I am here to bring a clarification concerning this, and it is a very, very important issue. So that some Biafrans have been saying, no, this guy is making sense. It's not, of course, I'm going to address the issue of the likes of Wazuri K and Asari Dokubo, their BBC drama, and so on. Of course, I'm going to address that. But before then, there is an issue which I would like every Biafran to pay attention to. And this is a very important issue. This very particular guy, I don't know the role he has been playing in the Amazonian struggle before now. But with everything he has said so far and things that I have listened or the way I understood what he was saying, I can see that this guy is the likes of Wazuri K, the likes of Asari Dukubo of Amazonia. So we do have them in every struggle. And the way these guys sound, if I don't really pay enough or close attention to what this guy was saying, I could have, tried to see, okay, it's like this guy is making sense, but it's not. It's not making sense. But before we go, the way we're going to do this very program this morning, we are rolling with M. Josh this morning. We'll be rolling with M. Josh, and we'll be coming back and be analyzing the video one after the other. It's going to take us a lot of time, but we just pray that we have enough of time to deal with this very morning. I pray that we should have enough time to deal with this very morning. So let me quickly start with M. Josh. And before I ever start with M. Josh, let me start with Oputamono, because he is our anchor. Our Heavenly Father, Oputamono, we thank you, we bless you. We acknowledge your presence in the lives of Biafran all over the world, in the lives of ESN, the lives of unknown government. We thank you for the life of our leader, our Father, our God. As we proceed this very morning, proceed with us. Make this program this morning exceptional, and give us a listening ear and the mind of understanding to be able to digest the truth about this very program this morning. And of course, lead us through. Speak through us and let people hear through us. Thank you very much, our Father, our God. In the name of Oputamono, we have prayed. He said. Yeah, we will quickly go for M. Josh, and within a minute, we will come back and we will start the program this very morning. It's M. Josh on the beat. But in case you don't know, we have to tell you what happened in the country. So, As you're coming in, try and share this program this morning. Try and share. Yes, so um, yeah, welcome back, my people. Welcome back. We are starting the program now. We are starting the program now. Yeah. The first of it is that we are going to listen to this very guy. We are going to listen to him and listen very, very carefully. What this guy was trying to do is that he's trying to condemn what leader is about to do with the leader of Ambazonia, which is in the person of Ayaba. The person of Ayaba, the leader of Ambazonia. You know, that is exactly what this very guy is trying to do. He's trying to condemn the collaboration. And there is a place in this very video where this guy was also saying that immediately leader and Ayaba have this world conference together, that automatically they will categorize Ambazonia as a terrorist group, which is the view of only Zoo government. It is only the Zoo government that sees IPOB or that labeled IPOB all over the world. Only the Zoo government that labeled IPOB terrorist organization. Now, this same very guy is now saying, if leader had the world conference with this Ambazonia leader, that automatically Ambazonians will also be labeled as a terrorist group. Why? By currently now in Cameroon at large, both the Southern, both the Anglophone and the Francophone, all of them put together, none of them has ever acknowledged, not even their government, their terrorist government, who is also unleashing terror upon the people of Amazonia. Not even them sees or condemn IPOB as a terrorist organization. What this guy is saying in this video is that once the leader of the Amazonia had this conference meeting with Mazen Kanu, that it will tarnish the image of the Amazonia. Which image? So I was like, which image this guy is talking about? And I understand that a leader has put every advantage and disadvantage into consideration before going into this. And as we can hear from the leader of the Amazonia, he says, and I quote, "We have been on this over 1 year." For you to know that Mazen Namdekan and the leadership of IPOB, they have considered this very issue enough. And before we will now start looking into the advantage and the disadvantage of this whole thing, let us quickly hear what this guy was saying and the point this guy is trying to make. Here is the guy here. I believe some of us have seen him, and I'm going to play the video from where he was vomiting the trash, behaving as if he's making sense. But as many Biafrans, even some of our activists, has fallen into the trap of this guy. Listen to him very carefully.
The deputy press secretary from ABC, she was no time to uphold. You cannot be upholding the IG and you are disrespecting the president. Let me begin with this picture. Okay, this video.
Okay, before he shows the video,
I say,
he said leader was deceived.
Between this issue, there's a picture, let me see, I have this.
Please, comrade, if you guys can hear the speaker that I am showing to you now, if you guys can hear him clearly, let me know through the comment section so that we can proceed. It won't be as if I'm the only one listening to him. So it won't be as if I'm the only one listening to him. So let me know if you can hear him. If you can hear him, let me know through the comment section. I'm waiting to hear from you guys. I'm waiting to hear from you guys. And I want us to listen to him very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. Some of our comrades, some of our agitators, some of our activists have fallen into the trap of this guy. And I was like, but maybe now the Cameroon English way they use, now they confuse us. Okay, low volume. But you guys can hear my voice. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Is my voice coming out? My voice is not clear. Okay. Can you guys hear my voice now? Please let me know. Can you guys, is it clear now? I just make a change. Is it clear now? Can you guys hear my voice now? Please let me know through the comment section. The voice is very low. The voice is very low, as in how? As in how now? So now 100% now. Your voice is clear. Okay. Yes, it's better now. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, now we will go to the video. I think you're supposed to hear you're supposed to hear the man talking also. So this is one of the Efulefus in Amazonia.
So I don't really know what he is trying to achieve here. So please, I want us to pay attention. And some of my comrades who are also here live with me, I also want you guys to pay attention because some of our comrades has also fallen into the trap or into the trash this guy is trying to say. But if you listen carefully, you understand that this guy is actually working for the government. In the beginning of this video, because it's a very long video, I can't play all this, it will take our time. So we see how other issues I would like to address. So in the beginning of this very video, he was trying to, upgrade or pamper the government of Paul Biya, the dictator of the Cameroon nation. Is trying to, packaging for the people of the Amazonia to see him as sin. That is exactly where I start paying close attention to everything this guy has been saying. That is when I said, okay, let me pay more attention to why can this in the whole world who doesn't know that Paul Biya of Cameroon is a dictator, is a killer, is a terrorist supported by French government. Paul Biya is doing even exactly what the zoo government are doing to us in Biafran land today. That is exactly what Paul Biya is doing. Trying to take the culture, trying to rubbish the people, rubbish their culture, make them feel they have no history, cancel their history, and so on, and conquer them. And this guy is an Amazonian guy, still packaging Paul Biya in the beginning of this very video. But I don't need to go there because that is not my business. I believe the Amazonian, they're supposed to be mentally sound enough to understand who is for them and who is not for them. So quickly, your voice is okay. Quickly, I will go to the audio now. I will play the video now, and you guys will listen to the guy and tell me your take as the video is going. Please, I want us to analyze this together as the video is going. Very soon, I'm going to place a number that you guys can call as this program is going. I will place a number that you guys can call to share your own analysis or your own view concerning this video. But before then, I will open the line. You guys will call. Then after calling, I will close the line again. Then we'll now go to the other issues, which is the likes of Wazurike and Asari Dokubo BBC drama. So we are going to go there. But before then, let us quickly play this video.
Begin with this picture.
Hope you guys can hear him.
One minute, please. Let me see if I can. Okay.
Wow. Kalu Ike, thank you very much. Kalu Ike, I think these are amazing people, amazing Biafrans. Please, as the video is going, I want to be seeing your view, your take on this very video through the comment section. I want to be seeing your take and your view concerning this very video. So I want us to analyze this video together. So it shouldn't be maybe as if it is only on Ajite among the comrade who have listened to this video so far. It is only on Ajite that is having different view. So I want us to analyze this video together, please, comrade. So let me play the video. Kalu Ike, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me tag you here. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think you have been following this guy. Oh, thank you very much. So let us be hearing the video and we'll continue analyzing it. That is the video of leader and the former and one of their leaders.
There
in
was
UK.
this video has nothing to do with the interim government. There was no time. It's like visiting. You are visiting somebody. You came in contact with somebody, a personality.
Can you guys
fighter,
can you guys hear him clearer now? Because some people are saying we can't hear the guy because I've loud the volume now. So please, if you can hear, also let me know so that I won't touch anything again, please. So I won't touch my settings here again. Please let me know if you can hear him clearer.
of you meet and you introduce yourself together. It has no relation with the interim government of Dr. Samuel Ekomesako. I want you people to understand that. That meeting between Professor Peter and Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with the interim government. It has nothing to do with the interim government. No agreement was signed. It was casual meeting. Then another aspect of the justification was the invitation of the Biafra with during the Sweden fundraiser last year, no, last 2 years, 2019, I'm sure, in Sweden, where we were at Uppsala. There, the community, the Swedish community, Amazonian community, that they invited their brother, the Biafrans, that we are having a fundraising, please can you come and help us? It was not the interim government that invited these people. Note that. It was not the interim government that invited the Biafrans in that. It was the Swedish community, the Amazonian Swedish community that invited them as their brothers. Just like they themselves, they could have a fundraising and they decide to invite their own brothers from the Amazonian brothers. That is very normal. It does not concern. When you talk of invitation, it has to be something very, very official. It has to be something very, very official. Like when we see these flyers that came out the other day, we had already and read the comments of Dr. Nnamdi Kanu, what he has already done, an insight of what he will be saying on Friday the night. So please, I just want you to know that this video that I have shown and the visit, the invitation has nothing to do with the interim government. But note that and note that carefully. Now, I have every respect. I am talking as a media outreach coordinator. So I talk what the stand of the government on this issue. But the official statement has already been sent out, and Secretary Chris will be coming out in the days ahead to concretize it. So I'm talking now as a state official, my own point of view, in line with the government. Now, our history is completely different from that of the Biafran history. I have every respect. One, let my Biafran brothers know that I have every respect for their zeal and their right of self-determination. I have every respect for that. Every respect, I have it.
If they want to catch you, they say if you want catch monkey, go do like monkey. See where I think this is the area it captured the heart of some of our people, some Biafrans, in the whole drama of this video. In the whole drama, this is where it captured the heart of some of our people. And at the end of the day, what this guy is going to say, just keep on listening.
It is their quest, it is their right, it is their whatever. But I want us to know, if we trace back 1953, when our 18 parliamentarians walked out of the Enugu House of Assembly, we were not happy. Our fathers were not.
Wow, I think somebody just made a very Jevo Fatura. Jevo Fatura. I think this is a Cameroonian. Jevo Fatura. This is a Cameroonian. He says, but the fund went to the interim leader's account. Look at the second comment. He said, you received the donation, yes or no, in the same interim government account. Do you receive the donation? Yes or no? Let us continue. This is public view, so we will continue analyzing
Unhappy in
it.
that
So that
house
is not the issue.
because of something which I will not want to explain. Because of something, because of a grudge, because of a problem, because of a misunderstanding, because of a difficulty, our fathers left. These 18 parliamentarians said, no, we are not going to stay in the Enugu House of Assembly. That is where the first bridge started between us and Nigeria. And I want Amazonians, I want the world to know, I want Biafrans to know that when La République got her independence, it was without us Southern Cameroons. We were still a trust territory when La République got her independence in 1960 on the 1st of January. And we got our independence on the 1st of October 1961. So please, we have two different, completely different history. Completely different history. Which we cannot, it's like you want to merge, you want to join water and oil, and you expect them to meet at a common point. No,
see the bitterness for your eye, as they explain.
Without a third substance to neutralize, they will always suppress. So I want you to understand that. So our history puts us on two different angles. From 1960-61, we have seen a failed decolonization process. They tried to even assimilate us, like what their president said during the Paris Peace Forum. When Mo Ibrahim interviewed him, he said, we have tried for 58 years to assimilate these people, but there is to no avail. So it means it has been a struggle for La République and the international community. So we have completely two different history. Biafra, please, we respect your quest for independence. We respect that. It is your right for self-determination. However, how you go,
even if you don't say it,
please. Ours is a completely different story, which I want you to respect. And I'll explain how your master, Nnamdi Kanu, has been deceived by
you see, there is one thing about saboteurs. There is something about saboteurs. There is one thing that is very, very common in midst of saboteurs and dictators. Or mostly saboteurs, let me just put it saboteurs. They always use this word master. Master. If they want to divide you, they will say your master, or maybe that very person. They are being jealous of that person. They are being just listening to what this guy just said. Now, master. Listen to Wazurike, listen to Asai Dokubo, and the likes of all the small saboteurs also. So now this guy is about to hit the nail. Just pay attention. He's about to hit the nail. And I want our comrades to also pay attention to what this guy is about to say.
ADF or a GovC into a union that will want to destroy not your quest, but the quest of the Amazonian people. It is not about Biafra, it's about destroying our quest, the quest of the Amazonian people. What you see, that union that you are going, is not a union to benefit Amazonia, it's a union to destroy this our revolution.
In which way?
You are now used, Dr. Nnamdi Kanu, you are being used to destroy our quest, our genuine, our legitimate quest for independence, for the restoration of our independence. You are being used. That is it. Now, let me go to the implication to tell you people that it was a well calculated a well-calculated plan. I will begin 2 hours or some few hours after.
I want us to pay attention here. Now he has made the accusation. The accusation that this guy made here said, the coming together of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and the leader of the Ambazonian people, Dr. Ayaba, I don't know, maybe it's doctor, I don't really know, but Ayaba, the leader of the Ambazonia, they are coming together is exactly what this guy has now condemned in his own view, that your coming together is going to do harm to the Ambazonians. Because, number one, I want us to have one thing in mind. Number one, they know the might of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know how organized his own structure is. They know how determined his own structure is on the media, on the ground, militarily, in every form. They know that Nnamdi Kanu is matching the enemy in a very bad way. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. And these guys, they know that anything we make Nnamdi, they know what he has done to the Oduduwa. They know what Nnamdi Kanu has done to the Oduduwa people and the Middle Belt in Nigeria. They know the things that anybody that comes close to that man, they know what normally come out of it. And now they are already sending out their agents. Now he has made the accusation saying that it is going to do harm to them more than not even any good, according to him. No good but harm. Now let us listen to the harm this guy was talking about. We are going to give him listening ears. We are Biafrans. You know, somebody said we don't need to give him media attention, but you know, if we don't, sometimes we just want people, you know, if something has not happened before and it happens once, sometimes it is good for us to attend to it, because these people, they are on ground already. And this person, as you can hear from him, is he spoke, media spoke, blah blah blah. Okay, now this guy is trying to contaminate the heart of Ambazonians who will be willing. Who is calling me here? Azul. Yeah. Mazi, please, just a minute, please. So please, make it, just give me 1 minute. I think I need to attend to this person. Okay, I think somebody actually love to be part of what we are doing now. So let me quickly do so before we continue. Before we continue. Before we continue. Mm, Normally, of course, there is a way we do things like this, but I think this person is one of us, and he has to be respected. So, okay, now listen. Like I was saying, this guy know exactly what to say. Let us just continue playing the video. Then you will understand the implication this guy was talking about. The implication he was talking about. Yeah, Mazi, good morning from here, Mazi. Good morning from here. Welcome to the program. I greet you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Olajite. Thank you very much for bringing me in.
Yeah, Mazi, I would quickly like you to, you know, introduce yourself before we continue on the discussion. introduce yourself to the viewers. I believe most of them know you already. So, but you still, that is our protocol here. So you still need to introduce yourself to them so that they can know who is on their screen.
My name is already on the screen. My name is Ike Patrick DK, and I'm happy to be part of your program. I was following the this analyst yesterday, but most of the time, due to time constraint, I didn't give much attention to what he was saying. So, but when I saw you bringing these analyses, I felt excited and I said, I want to be part of the program. I'm happy you are giving me the opportunity to participate in this program. And I want to urge our people to share this program and tag your friends, make it go around. I would like to add my voice, but before I do so, I would also like to follow everything he has to say because Friday is going to be a very wonderful day for our Ambazonia and
Exactly.
Biafra alliance. And
Exactly.
nobody would convince our people otherwise. The alliance of Ambazonia and Biafra have been a thing that I personally have wished for a very long time. And the development is coming at the best time ever in history. And I've listened to what he has said so far. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is being used to destroy the struggle of the Ambazonia, that the Ambazonians have a different history entirely, that their struggle and our struggle are different. You see, we've also had this situation where even within our own Biafra struggle, people kicking against every good thing that try to
Exactly.
come our way. So it is also very, very important that what you see in Ambazonia today is also a character of Biafrans because even the Cameroonian, the French Cameroon considers Ambazonians as Biafrans. They see them as Biafrans. I've hosted a couple of them, and they say that the central government of Cameroon sees them as Biafrans. And when you see the attitude of some of these people trying to come against what their own fellow Ambazonians are doing, you see similarity in character of Biafrans in them. At every
Exactly.
point in time, when there seems to be some level of progress in the struggle, some Biafrans will do everything possible to frustrate it. The same thing is happening to Ambazonia because we share common value system, we share common a trait in character. We share this Republican nature politically. And when we see things that are also happening in Ambazonia, we have that strong relationship and our character is similar. So when you see people like this coming out to speak against this great alliance that is about to take place, it is the same. Don't be surprised that we're also going to experience people from our own Biafran side speaking against this alliance. But I can
Exactly.
tell you that this alliance is one of the best things that's going to happen for the struggle for Biafra restoration and Ambazonia actualization.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much, and I even appreciate that you have been on this already. So because I see that some of our comrades are also buying into seeing sense, according to them, seeing sense is what this guy is saying. But when I pay attention to the video, I have to forward the video because the beginning of the video has nothing to do with us as a people, with the agitators. So, but in the beginning of that video, this guy was actually trying to package the government of Yaoundé, the government of Pobia, trying to package him, and everybody know who Pobia is. They know the role he has been playing. Very brutal man. So, and they know the role he has been playing with the help of the French government. So now, this guy was trying to package it. That is when I said, oh, let me pay more attention to this video. And when I start listening to what this guy was saying, so we are in the stage whereby he has already laid the accusation. I don't know, maybe you heard that.
Yeah, but
Now,
I would want you to continue playing the video while we now take on the analysis stage by
okay,
stage.
if you see any point whereby I can stop, you can stop me so that we discuss that and we move forward
Go
gradually
ahead.
till
Go
we
ahead.
till we are done.
The picture of Dr. Nnamdi Kanu and Dr. Ayabacho Lucas went viral. Few hours later, a high-level security meeting took place in La République's capital of Yaoundé. I want to ask you, listening to me, do you think high-level security meetings, they just happen by chance or by coincidence? It does not happen by chance nor by coincidence. No, it is something that has been planned and planned very, very well. The moment that picture came out, so it was planned and arranged that send out this picture. That is why I don't know if one Dr. Kanu is aware of what they are using him to do.
Yes, yes. Can you pause a little bit? Yeah. So, like he said, that as soon as the picture of Dr. Nnamdi Kanu and Ayaba came online, establishing Friday's World Conference, that there was a high security meeting that was held in Yaoundé capital.
Exactly.
It is natural. It is natural because IPOB and Ambazonia alliance is supposed to cause some stir, because Yaoundé understand the meaning of this alliance. They understand the capital of Cameroon, and even the Nigerian government understand what it means for these two nations, especially IPOB, who have been a very strong voice in African liberation. No, but it shows you the importance of IPOB in the West Africa sub-region, despite the fact that we've had people say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not performing, he's not doing anything. People are living in denial. But Yaoundé knows. They know the capacity. They know what it means for IPOB to step into the issue of Ambazonia, and they know that Ambazonia's struggle has taken a different turn. So that security meeting is a signal that something is happening in the air. Well, we can go ahead.
And another thing is that concerning the high-level security meeting, if there is no threat, because people can only have a whole federal nation can only have a meeting against something that they know that this thing is about to bring them down. And for them to have a such meeting, it is a good news for the people of Ambazonia and the people of Biafra, because they should understand that, you are about to hit this. These are the things
that the struggle have taken. That the struggle is about to take a different turn. Let's take, for example, when the customary government of Asare Dokubo was constituted. Even the Nigerian government waved it off because they know that he was never a threat. Exactly. They know that he has no substance, that it does not in any way affect the struggle for Biafra restoration. So when you see a government start holding a high security meeting over a picture on the internet, then you know that the government understand that something great is about to happen, and the Ambazonians should be happy and grateful for that.
Exactly. Let us continue.
Yeah, but they are using him to destroy the genuine and the legitimate quest for our struggle, for our independence. I want him to know that. I want him to understand that.
In which way?
A few hours after that picture went out, the outcome of a security meeting placed us, the Ambazonians and the Biafra, in line with Boko Haram as a common enemy amongst the two countries, which is not like that.
Mazi, I think you can listen to what he just said.
Yes.
This is the threat. This is the threat that this guy was talking about. This is the disadvantage that this guy was talking about. And this is the main reason he was saying that we should not go into collaboration or having a conference, a world conference, a meeting or anything in collaboration together with the Ambazonians, or the Ambazonians having any collaboration with us as a people, as a strugglers. Now, this guy now is saying that the government of the Cameroonian are now putting the Ambazonian in the same level with Boko Haram. And if you remember very vividly that it is only in Nigeria that IPOB is labeled a terrorist organization. Only in Nigeria.
No,
Not
no,
even in Togo.
who will be coming to that, Onajite? The truth of the matter is that the Nigerian central government and the Cameroon central government in last year, sometime last year, created a kind of joint partnership. And this joint partnership is to see how Nigeria can help Cameroon in the angle of, putting a blockade against the Ambazonians, and also the Cameroon central government reciprocating by also making sure that there is no communication, that there is no link between the Biafran agitation and the Ambazonian agitation. The two central governments are working together because they understand that any day IPOB or Biafran agitators have a communication or a link or have to work together with the Ambazonian, that the tide of event is going to change. And let's not forget that Ambazonians have already gone into armed struggle for the past 2-3 years, and a lot of young Ambazonians fighters have been killed. So the aspect of Ambazonia being categorized and being placed at the level of Boko Haram and as a terrorist organization is completely a kind of an argument that does not hold water, because Ambazonians are being killed every day. You see young Ambazonians, armed youth trying to defend their land, being killed. So what is worse than what has happened before that is going to come to them? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. There are no basis to such argument. Already the central Cameroon government have declared war on the Ambazonians. So what is worse than what had been done to Ambazonians already compared to what is to come? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. But the truth of the matter is, in every freedom fighting, there are always people who doesn't even understand the objective, who doesn't understand the basis of their. You cannot take up arms and still be afraid, because he's expressing fear that he's expressing fear. But you have been fighting, using arms, fighting, killing Cameroon soldiers, and Cameroon soldiers killing you back. So at this point, why the fear of being tagged a terrorist when you have already been tagged a terrorist already?
Exactly. And the other thing is that this very guy is actually speaking from the stance of the government. He's actually speaking because already everybody is involved. And already there's one thing that this guy is going to say in this video, which I want us to pay attention to also. He was saying that the Nigerian government and the Amazonian government will come together and collaborate.
But they're already collaborating.
Like you said before, they have already collaborating. So what is the fear? What are we fear? What should we be afraid of again? We have seen 99. Why will we be afraid of the 100? So let us continue with the video.
Somebody just go on maybe Maple's page. You read what they said. Now they have bundled us.
I'm not sure that your audience are watching the video. You have to.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
To ask yourself, is it a coincidence? Or was it pre-arranged? That few hours after that picture went viral, a high-level security meeting took place. Or do you think they panicked? Yaoundé and Nigeria panicked over that picture? No, they did not. They did not panic. It was all arranged. Send it out. We'll come out with the resolution of our meetings. So please, I want you to understand that is the first point that has to keep.
Please, can you please pause the video here? He said that the Nigeria, the Ambazonian, this Cameroon central government didn't panic over the picture or the alliance, projected alliance of the Biafran and Ambazonia struggle. If there was no panic, the government didn't need to set up a high security meeting.
Exactly.
The government do not have to, create an environment that make them look like they are panicking if they are not panicking, and that panic, that meeting is a call for concern, because the Cameroon government, the Cameroon central government, have been following this agitation for Biafra, the IPOB agitation. They have been following what IPOB have been doing. The whole world have, and they know the capacity. They know the capability of the indigenous people of Biafra. That for IPOB to have come into the issue of Cameroon, into the issue of Ambazonia, that it is a game changer for both sides. That especially for the Cameroonians, it is going to be a game changer for the Ambazonians. So the central government do not need to create an artificial gathering or an artificial environment to make it look as if the Cameroon government do not have to create a, because the way he was saying is as if there is a conspiracy that the picture was set up, and that maybe they are trying to set the Ambazonians up, But the truth of the matter is, the immediate security meeting that was called in central Cameroon government was a source of concern to the Cameroon government because of the capability of the indigenous people of Biafra and the level that IPOB have gone. Because at this point, the central government of Cameroon have tried everything to suppress the activities of the Ambazonians, to make sure that the world do not hear what is happening there. Yeah, so, and they know that the moment IPOB gets into that matter, we are going to take it to the media. We are going to expose everything that is happening there, especially in the media angle. So, I mean, it's something that we have to look at critically.
And it is this whole thing is for the for the advantage of the southern Cameroon and of the Ambazonia. Sorry, it is for their advantage. This very collaboration is for their own advantage, because
they have the bigger stake.
We have our media, we have our men,
Yes.
we have our tools, we produce things. So we are well organized. In fact, the most organized military, or should I say, security outfit in the whole of Africa, as of today, the most organized. We are under one command, one control, and we are well disciplined. And all these things, we have them already. So what are the advantages? It is for them to benefit from what we already have on ground. So, and before we are done with this very video, there is a revelation I'm going to make here. There is a revelation I'm going to make, and it has something to do with the Southern Biafrans. It has something to do with the Southern Biafrans. And I believe this will shock the world. And not only maybe shocking or not shocking, and it will also be a message to those of us in the Southern Biafrans. And as I can know, you are also part of it. So you are a Niger Delta, Maxi.
Well, Niger Delta is for those, at least for Wike and his group. We are not Niger Delta. I'm not from.
Okay, let us continue with the video.
Yes, go ahead.
My information from sources that are very, very, and I'll prove to you one.
Because you're one of them.
This Clovis in the DDR. Let me just tell you, he will confess this to you, that on Monday the 29th, that slave Oka was at the Prime Minister's office between the hour of 9 and 12 in the afternoon. He was dressed in a green outfit. He went there, he had a white envelope and was escorted by a plainclothes officer. He went there after they killed those 3 teenagers in Bekura. He went there so that they will amplify what they have done. in Bekura. He was there. Ask him, he will tell you. He was there. I have my eyes there at the Prime Minister's office. Every single movement, every single information we get from there. So, Mr. Prime Minister, don't trust anybody.
That is exactly where I'm going. That is exactly where I'm going. Look at a freedom fighter telling his enemy. Hey, imagine Nnamdi Kanu telling Lai Mohammed or whosoever is the impostor in the Aso Rock. Don't trust anybody in the Aso Rock. I have my heart in your bedroom. Don't even imagine. This is where he finished himself.
You know, there is something I said earlier. There are, just like we also have freedom fighters who are at peace with the enemy on our own side. This is how you also have acclaimed freedom fighters who are also eating and dining with the central government of Kenya. He has just confessed that he has his own agent. So your agents in your central government, people say they are bringing information. Are they bringing those informations to you for the betterment of your struggle? Or are you playing a double agent? That when they bring information from you, you also take information from them. You know, because most of the time, people even speak without even knowing the implication of what they are saying. Exactly. And when you see such a person, this is a person who is also playing a rivalry. Because let me tell you something. There is something our people need to understand. Before Mazen Nnamdi Kanu make any move or take any step, he has studied the situation. Of course. And for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to choose to go into alliance, understanding that there are rivalry groups within the Ambazonia struggle, for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to have gone into alliance with this group, the Ayaba group he wants to go into, he has taken his time to see how genuine they are in their struggle. Because the issue with this analyst here is that he is on the other side, and these are the people who are compromising the struggle. That is why he's kicking against the other group who are genuine. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Even the Ayaba said, you will continue, Mazi. The Ayaba said, we have been on this when he was addressing the Southern Cameroonians. He said they have been on this alliance over 1 year. Listen, over 1 year. Which means IPOB they have studied the situation, look the advantage, the disadvantage, what is about to come, and what will come after this.
And not even the advantage and the disadvantage, but the genuinity of the individuals involved. The genuinity. Because you know what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have always talked about is that he said he can only work with genuine people. He can only work with genuine people. And that is one thing our people must take home. That for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to form an alliance with an Ambazonian group, then there is genuinity in their struggle. So any other person that is coming out to castigate or criticize what the other group is doing, you know, tells you where they belong. And he has just confessed that he has a connection in the Prime Minister's office. And that tells you all you need to
know. That they should be careful. The Prime Minister should be careful.
That he has even become a security advisor to the Prime Minister, a freedom fighter.
So that he will not release information to his own eye, as he said.
Yes.
So I think we should continue with the video. So that
Go ahead.
This video, I can make the revelation and we forward.
Every information in your office I get. That is just to prove to you. And then the next point, Cardinal Tumi, may your soul rest in peace.
Let me try to
remember
this, please.
When after they killed those 3 teenagers in Bekura, they went there so that they will amplify what they have done in Bekura. He was there. Ask him, he will tell you. So he was there. I have my eyes there at the Prime Minister's office. Every single movement, every single information we get from there. So, Mr. Prime Minister, don't trust anybody because every information in your office I get.
He's even selling out his agents who are helping him get
Exactly.
information. He's
So
even
that
selling out
fish them out.
He's even selling out people. That is to show you his level of mental capability and his lack of understanding of what he's doing and what he's saying. He's getting information from the prime minister's office, the information that is supposed to help the Amazonian people. Now he's now opening a door to tell those to sell out those that are bringing information to him.
Exactly.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So
Exactly.
how can you work? How can you work with such an unstable human being in the first place? Mazi, go ahead.
Exactly.
Inatumi, may your soul rest in peace. Remember that I think the last interview before the coming of the Secretary General of Vatican, Cardinal Tumi made a statement. He said when he was held captive in the bushes, there were mostly Nigerians who were fighting. He saw the Nigerians. That statement was not by chance. It means what we are seeing today, it's something that they had planned long ago. Long ago, when Cardinal Tumi, may his soul rest in peace, made that statement, it means they have been planning this. And I'll later on explain how it implicates our Nigerian Biafran sympathizers who are living both in La Republic and in Ambazonia. It's already putting a question mark on every Biafran sympathizer living in La Republic or in Ambazonia. So it was a plan. It was a calculated plan. So what we are seeing is just a mere confirmation. It's just a mere confirmation of what Cardinal Tumi said. So know that it has been a plan that Ayaba and La Republique have been working on to destroy the Ambazonian revolution, using the Biafra issue now as one stone to kill two birds. So if you are Biafra in Ambazonia, if you are Biafra in La Republique, please watch your step, mind the way you move, because after that high-level meeting, we have all been calibrated as terrorists.
Can we take a break and take, you see, Najite, sometimes it's difficult. It's difficult because the struggle for Biafra restoration, and we see, if you see, at the beginning I said there is a lot of similarity in our attitude as Biafrans and the Ambazonians. You see, and that is the reason why sometimes I say we are all one people. We are all one people, despite the fact that these artificial boundaries. Anyway, they were part of the Eastern Nigeria before they made the referendum to move into the Cameroon. So we are one people. And when you see him speak, he's speaking exactly like the Biafran saboteurs. An average Biafran, the same pattern, the same attitude, the same. You understand what I'm saying? Now he's trying to create an atmosphere. Yeah, he's now trying to create an atmosphere for our Biafrans in those regions. He want to create an atmosphere. He want to create an atmosphere of suspicion, of distrust, because of this simple alliance that is about to be formed. An alliance that will grant more possibilities to both sides. So sometimes people say, oh, don't try to bring him, don't try to, but sometimes it's also important that we analyze some of these issues, because when you see the way he's talking, he's an unstable human being who is trying to create he just want to make a contribution to um, he will just want to make a contribution to what is about to happen on Friday. And indirectly, he's also putting up that publicity for that World Press Conference that is coming out on Friday. Because a lot of people didn't even, maybe a lot of Ambazonians might not even be aware, but he are just, so I believe that it is, as much as it is a negative publicity, but it is publicity at the same time. And I can guarantee our people that Friday is going to be an awesome day. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow, precisely, is going to be an awesome day for Ambazonians and Biafrans alike.
Exactly, Mazi. Yeah, I think we've already get exactly message we want in this very video. So Biafrans, anyway, you come across this video, you should always have all these points in mind that this guy is the Asari, or should I call him the Wazuri case of the Ambazonians. So before we go into the
But
issue,
by the way, Wazulike is beginning to show some symptom
yeah,
of.
yeah, we are going there now. We are going there now. So, but before we go there is also one thing I want to quickly clear. There is our Izon brothers. There is our Izon brothers who are, who went to Cameroon, to the Ambazonian, and they went there to go and fight in support of the Ambazonians. It is not. It is not what I assume. It is what I have seen with my eyes. The person who is the commandant of this very move, they travel from some of them from Bayelsa, some of them from Rivers, and some of them from Delta State. They went to Ambazonians, to Ambazonia as a machineries, and they were paid no dime, no kobo was paid to them. They don't give them anything. They went there, according to this guy, they produced materials for them, and they fought with the Ambazonians. Before they have one or two misunderstandings, then they left. And according to this person, they said they have relatives in Ambazonia. Imagine in Zoman, because I am not yet clear about that very issue, which I was still questioning him. But I need to leave that area to discuss the reason why I called him, or the reason why we are discussing. Okay, so that is the most important side for me. But these are one of the revelations that this guy gave to me. He told me the date. He told me where they fight, where the Cameroon soldiers that they went to go and conquer their barrack. They disarmed the barrack. This very guy, so, and I know that he is capable of doing such, because we engaged all these people. They are our people. We engage them one-on-one. We have been doing that, and of course, a lot of them have been, responding positively to what we have been with all what we have been discussing so far. So I was like, really, you have a relationship with Ambazonia? But the thing but I don't want to discourage him by laughing at him, or by hitting him the way it actually affects me when I heard what he was saying. I was like, really? So you jump your Eastern brothers, and you have a relationship with people in Ambazonia? I said, really? He said, yes. He said, yes. And I was very, very shocked. So with this, and I said, okay, Senibor, I've heard everything you said. Senibor means an elderly person. I've heard what you said. So what can you do for your own people, your own flesh and blood? Not that you have any relationship with them in so place, but this one is your own flesh and blood. What can you do for them? Of course, he responds positively. So don't let me go. I don't need to go deep into that. So, and very soon, we are already having results. So, and some of our inner campus, they can testify to that. So this is a very shock to me. And I would like you, Mazi Kim, to also use this opportunity to pass some message to these people, because you are also Niger Delta, as they called you, sir. So I want you to also pass.
It's Wike that is Niger Delta. It's not, I'm not.
Don't let me
it's,
go yet. Wait.
it's yes on Wike that is Niger Delta.
So
So, but by the way,
that's a message, pass the message to our people,
yeah,
because
by the
in
way, by the way, we have a very strong link with Ambazonians. And when Bakassi Peninsula was given to Cameroon, it was given on the basis of, handing over what belonged to us to the central, because the Bakassi Peninsula have not been of any benefit to even our own Abanzonia brothers. It is the central Cameroon government that is drilling the oil and taking everything that is in that space. But for those who went, people who went to fight in Ambazonia, understand the strong bond that we share, and it is commendable that our people understood that they needed to pick up that fight, to play a role in the struggle for Ambazonia. But we are now taking it to a different level. So now imagine if IPOB can now form an official alliance with Ambazonians. You find out that it will now, give our people more space to do more for them. Because this brother that was telling you how they went to fight, they fought on their own, a voluntary force, trying to make. But when it becomes official, you see a lot of our people would also, be moving in that direction to see how they can assist Bazonians, and also help create the atmosphere where there will be sharing of intelligence, because there is need. If during this Biafran civil war that we had the opportunity that we have now to have, had the relationship that we want to create now with the Ambazonians, there wouldn't have been that blockade that Nigerian government enjoyed during the war, wouldn't have been successful, because the people of Ambazonia would have resisted that blockade from the central government of Cameroon. So these are the things we are looking at, because resources are supposed to flow in from that area into Biafra land. But we were circled by the Nigerian central government by forming alliance with the Cameroon government and making sure that the aids and things we need didn't come in from from those borders and those boundaries. But the alliance with Ambazonia is going to also help us share not just intelligence, also share resources together. And I think what is about to come is going to change the course of the struggle for both sides. And definitely the central government of Cameroon understand, and that was why they called for that immediate emergency meeting. And I believe the central government and the Abuja have been communicating as well over this issue.
Okay. Before we forge ahead, I will quickly like us to look into the statement of Asari Dokubo, the statement of Asari Dokubo concerning which BBC actually interviewed him, that demonic guy in BBC. I will want us to quickly look into that. Just a moment, Mazi, so that we can treat that and go for the next thing.
Yes. So thank you, Chief Rap was Zurike, for your time today. And maybe we start with that incident with.
Yeah. Just a moment, Mazi. I'm just trying to get the video, and
Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị ụtụtụ ọma na anyị na-ekele unu Onye chiri ya zere anyị na-anabata unu n'ụzọ pụrụ iche na BBC News Igbo na Facebook anyị ebe a anyị nọ na-anọ enwe mkparịta ụka kwamgbe iji tụlee ma takọrịta and therefore.
Okay. I think I have the video now, so let me quickly bring it to the screen. Okay. Okay. Here is the Asari Dokubo response to the BBC reporter, the BBC journalist. I want us to look into this very response. You know, normally devil na devil. We don't trust. No matter anywhere where devil carry face you, na still part of devil. So I want us to look into this very video, you know, and pick some point. Of course, we are open for repentance, because even the zoo will be demons that they collect repentance, Boko Haram. But in our own case, we feel collect repentance saboteurs, but we have their own separate seats in the family meeting. So they will always keep them separate whenever the family is about to have critical meetings. So I want us to listen to what Asari, the response of Asari.
No, Mazi, there is something you need to understand. When Biafra, when we finally get Biafra, there's going to be a lot of rehabilitation done on people. There's going to be rehabilitation. People are going to go through process of reorientation, and a lot of work is going to be done, because even the Nigerian government have also confirmed that you have about 40 million unstable people, mad people. But when you see them, they are well dressed. They are, so who knows who falls within that category of 40 million people with mental problems? And that is the reason why you have to look at, when people say things, you have to look at their attitude, you have to look at what they say, and know whether they fall within. And I can tell you that we have a lot of Biafrans who falls within these 40 million mentally challenged individuals. And most of them are in the struggle for Biafra restoration. Go ahead.
Exactly. Let me quickly play the video. And look at this guy's face. This guy na demon with simple face.
Muhammad Buhari disposed the touted, the leader of security general is going to stop over from one second.
No.
He's going to do this now. We have Nigeria is faced with the right problem. The problem has become octopus. It has multiplied, and everybody is in this problem now. Everywhere in the country, everywhere in this contraction from Nigeria, we have this problem. I cannot say IPOP had come to deny that they are the ones who attacked. IPOP and PSN have been laying claims of attacks. If they had come out to deny this attack for whatever reason, then we have to give them the benefit of doubt, because they are denied. Why did they claim the other attacks and deny this particular one? So are there other groups unknown to the government that are operating other than IPOP and other groups? These are the issues that we have to look at. It's a systematic decay under Muhammad Buhari. When you allow your people to kill other people, to go into the land of other people, to rape them, to maim them, to destroy their crops, and to kill them. This is the consequences of what had come.
Alaji, it would sound like you are in support, the way you are talking about, it sounds like you you support the recent happenings. Is that the case?
I am not in support of that. I never supported because the vast majority of the people that will be killed there will be our fellow Biafrans, will be Igbo. We cannot be carrying
Okay.
attack in our
I think, Mazi, for we not to take a lot of time, I believe you've listened to that very interview, and I believe most Biafrans have listened to it because he has nothing much hidden in that statement, like that of the Ambazonian guy there. So, what do you actually see concerning that video?
Well, there is something Asari said that IPOB have taken responsibility for some small attacks. So why are they not? Why are they denying this major attack? Have IPOB ever come out to say they attack anybody before? Have IPOB ever taken responsibility for any attack? So you find out that, like what I said earlier, that there are people, sometimes you see somebody, you don't even know the problem they have, but you are able to identify people's problem through their speech, attitude, and body language. And I can tell you that the hatred of Asari Dokubo for IPOB is something that he harbors inside, and at every point in time that he's given opportunity, he always wants to show this anger and the frustration towards IPOB. And recently he created a customary government that is peaceful. Have Asari Dokubo ever done anything peaceful since he started, even from the days of his agitation for Joe, this
No be Joe.
resource no, but that is for his resource controlled. He has been always positioned himself as a warlord, a man who does not believe in dialogue. Asari Dokubo have always positioned himself as a man who does not believe in negotiation. Asari Dokubo have always positioned himself as a man who believes that it is only through violence you can achieve any aim in Nigeria. He has said it in many occasions that Nigeria is not a country where you can dialogue because you are not given the opportunity for dialogue, that you cannot gain anything from Nigeria except through violence. So what have changed in Asari Dokubo's perspective about freedom fighting, if at all he was a freedom fighter? What have changed? At what point have Asari now started changing his mind that he can now gain Biafra freedom through negotiation, through customary government, through non-violence? At what point? He hasn't come out to tell us at what point did he start seeing a struggle in Nigeria, struggle for freedom from the perspective of non-violence. So these are the clarifications we've been waiting to hear from Asari Dokubo. Because if you have always believed in one thing and at some point you started changing your mind or started having a different point of view, then you should be able to come forward to now educate people or what have actually changed your mind. Now, what makes Asari Dokubo believe that his non-violent customary government will give Biafra in an environment that will find ourselves in Nigeria, where you have Fulani herdsmen killing people, taking over community, running people down, and you are here talking about politics without talking about self-defense on how you can protect your communities. So for me, he is just playing to the gallery as usual. There is something he said that Mazi Nnamdi, you haven't gotten there, but because I've listened to that interview, that this customary government have been created, that everybody have a stake in that customary government, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu chooses to be part of this customary government and work for his nation Biafra, that he should fall in line with the customary government. And my question is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going to collapse already existing structure that have built such enormous, have made such enormous progress, to now collapse his own structure, to collapse IPOB, to come and join a system that is not even visible. The last time we saw,
sorry for interrupting you, Mazi. I just want to quickly make a point there. Sorry. Even for me, I think if you want Mazi to collapse IPOB to join his own structure, good and fine. For me, I buy into it. Even Mazi Namikano said he buy into it. If you do better than I do, of course, I will follow you. So
no, Onajite, listen. Let's not deceive ourselves. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was only trying to be diplomatic. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no longer want to put himself in a situation where they say he's antagonizing everything that people are doing because he want to be the only person speaking. So when he was asked that question, he gave them, he said, yeah, of course, if it is visible, they can go ahead, if they can give us Biafra. But everybody knows that what these people are doing is a joke. You understand what I'm saying? Even the person they appointed as a legal administrator, Emeke Siri, came out to put a disclaimer. And the last interview Emeke Siri granted, he bashed them. He told them that if at all they wanted to form a customary government, that they should come into an already existing customary government that was formed by him, Emeke Siri. I don't know if you understand. So the person, you now find out that even the customary government itself that was formed by Asari Dokubo have already collapsed. It has already collapsed. Because even the people, the Emeka Siri even said that he was not even consulted before he was given a position in that customary government. So how do you reconcile that? The person you said you put up as your legal advisor have even come out to put a disclaimer on social media to deny you and have come on an open forum in an interview to say that what you people are doing does not even fall in line with his belief. And so already the customary government is a sham. So we don't have to even be debating that here. So the interview of Asare Dokubo on BBC is trying to gather opposition against IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And unfortunately, they were disappointed by Chief Rafu Wazirike, who told them that he's tired. I'm tired of criticizing Nnamdi Kanu and my IPOB. I can't be coming here every day and be kicking against my brothers. So and it is commendable. It is commendable on the part of Rafu Wazirike, who at least for once have been able to come out to say the truth and the way things are. Because Rafu Wazirike have suddenly come out to discover that he is being used by BBC to create disharmony among Biafrans. And I think many people should start waking up to this reality and start facing the truth.
And you're very right. You are very right, Mazi Kim. Because what Asari was just doing is like they themselves, they have realized that no. Do you know that since when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu launched the ESN, Asari Dokubo himself has never come out to condemn the ESN. I'm coming. Do you know the reason why I'm saying this? They themselves, they understand that the game is over. They understand that the game is over. Some of our people saying, oh, they are afraid of ESN coming after them. They are afraid of unknown government coming after them. Nobody is coming after them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said that
Onajite, let me tell you something. It's not a matter of game being over.
No, you don't understand what I mean. I mean,
I understand the point. I understand the point you are driving at. Let me clear something. The creation of ESN is something that everybody was afraid to. It's a journey that seemed impossible for anybody. It was an impossible journey. You know what it means for you to stand up and create a security system that will protect the eastern region, and everybody knew that they needed security. Everybody knew. Even Uwazurike himself came out yesterday to confirm that he at the initial point, because I also had the clip where Uwazurike was criticizing the ESN, but yesterday he came out to say that he actually made, he apologized, that he made a very big mistake. You know, so now the truth of the matter is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been able to bring everybody to the point where people are running away from. That point, there is a corner that people don't want to involve themselves. This corner of taking up that responsibility of the security of our people. That is what makes Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the Odogu, because it's not easy.
What I was trying to say here is this, Mazi, the secret outfit is a game over for everybody, not just only Asari and Uwazuri.
Well, we will say that it's a game changer. We will say it's a game changer.
When you say it's a game changer, it's as if there is still some game to play.
Yeah, there is still a lot. There is still a lot. There is still a lot to be done.
Do you know the reason why I said it is a game over? These people understand that since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have launched the ESN, they understand that the game is over. And the issue here now, what these guys are doing, they are not fighting, they are not coming after IPOB. They know they don't have the strength anymore, either on ground, on air, or whatsoever. What they are now doing is this: they don't know how to come back, how to be, attached to what we are doing, how to be, because they know that everything, it is over. It is a game over. Everybody has seen them as enemies. The eyes that we are using to look the politicians, that is the same eye we are using to look these people. That is the same way we want to see these people.
Yeah, listen. You see, there is something I would like to make very, very clear here. There is something I would like to make very, very clear. And it is very, very important that our people understand this point. Disagreement at every point in time. When somebody disagrees with the ideas of IPOB or disagree with the activities of IPOB, that doesn't make you an enemy of IPOB. It is very, very important that we take it into cognizance that you disagree with IPOB objectives, understanding, ideology doesn't make you an enemy of IPOB or an enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If, for instance, you disagree with certain things that IPOB have done, and suddenly you came to realize that IPOB have been right all this while, and you come out and say, oh man, I've now come to realize that IPOB have been right all this while, and I have been wrong, like Chief Oraf Uwazurike said yesterday. And from henceforth, that I will align myself to see how I can contribute to the progress of what IPOB. I don't think IPOB will say, oh, don't come close to us because you have been against us. No. If you show genuity, in your intentions, that I was wrong at some point, and I have come to realize that what IPOB is doing had been right, and I'm sorry, and I want to support IPOB, definitely the door is open. You might not be given that full kind of opportunity to come in and start, but it is not left for you to now prove yourself that yes, this is the contribution I have to make, support and all that. But so we cannot say because the likes of Ralph Uwazurike in the past have said certain things against IPOB, that he has done certain things against IPOB. For that reason, he remains enemy forever. That is absolutely wrong. If at some point he come to realize that he has been, like he said, and I would give it to him, because at his level, I believe that there are a lot of his followers who felt disappointed. But I believe that at some point, them too will understand what their leader, Ralph Uwazurike, have seen. You understand what I'm saying? Not everybody in Masob or BIM or any not everybody that is a follower of Ralph Wazurike will see what he's seeing today. Many will still hold their stance anyway, but the most important thing is that he has been able to see from a now brighter, bigger perspective about what IPOB stand for and what that we meant well for everybody, and that is the most important thing. And I believe that those who might not agree with him today, who might even fall out with him today, will definitely at some point come to realize what he has seen today. And we shouldn't always criticize people or speak against people when they speak against us. We should also commend them, recognize them when they see the light and appreciate it. When they see what we do and appreciate it, we should also, yes.
Yeah, you see what you're saying. We are still saying the same thing, but in a different form. Okay, what we are saying here is this: we recognize and we do appreciate, because there is it takes a man to accept when he is wrong.
That's true.
Not about, as a Biafran, automatically we have this pride in us. So it takes only the disciplined ones who understand life to accept when he or she is wrong in public, for that matter. Even the likes of Masai Dokubo, when he denied that, oh, I don't took money, later he came out. Not that anybody put gun in his head, but he still came out. Not that we don't appreciate them coming out. At least their own is even better. They identify that they are Biafrans. It's different from those who say, I'm not a Biafran. So we still appreciate that. But what they are doing, we understand that they have been sabotaging. In fact, what they have done now is not even anything to us. It is only what they did when leader was in detention. Because it is about, that is when Biafrans were swearing that over my dead body, we will never forgive Wazurike. Over my dead body, I will not do this. But at the end of the day, we still realize life that, okay, if these people can change, we need more alliance than enemies. So if these people change and they come to us, okay, we've changed for good, and we see the genuinity in them, of course we will embrace them, but their seat will be different within the family. So because we have to
in Biafra there is no segregation.
No, you don't understand what I mean. I mean, in this struggle, before we have
in the struggle, you see, one funny thing our people don't understand is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a mysterious man. He's somebody you can never predict. He has a way of accepting people back. He has a way of seeing through the heart of men. And if you show genuinity in your, in fact, I can tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even love his repented enemy more than his friends. I tell you, this is a man who embraces. Listen. When you are an enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you suddenly change and become genuine, show he opens the door for you. He gives you opportunity. We have seen that happen. We've seen a situation where we had one lady called, I don't want to mention her name, but if I tell the scenario, our people will understand. Where he went, our leader in court and was crying, oh, my leader, I'm sorry, forgive me. At that point in the courtroom, our leader embraced her and even prayed for her. But she still turned around to continue on the path of sabotage. So the truth is, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is such a leader who gives people opportunity to prove themselves. Even when you say that you have repented, you are a repentant saboteur, and it's not like he's going to say, okay, come and become a coordinator or whatever. He gives you the opportunity to prove yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
That is exactly what I am saying. We are still saying the same thing, Mazi.
Yes.
It's like you don't give me the opportunity to conclude.
So, but when you say that their seat is going to be different, you are putting it in that angle of segregation. So we have to watch. We have to watch what how
Of
we
course,
present it.
when we say their seat will be separated, of course, you're supposed to understand.
No. When you say their seat will be separated, you put it in that angle of segregation, and we should be able to address it better in such a way that people would not see what we are doing. We in Biafra, we are not going to segregate, even when you fight with us, and suddenly you turn around to say we still going to accept you as a Biafran and
Okay.
allow you to prove yourself.
Okay, now I thank God that you understand the area where I'm going, and I believe that is the same view of many Biafrans today, either we like it or not. And I know that leader himself is not is smarter than all these issues we are discussing here. Well, I don't expect somebody who has sabotaged what
You don't need to say that somebody's seat will be separated. You don't have to say that. Just let's leave it at that.
Okay, Mazi, no, I'm
Yes.
not arguing with you. What we are doing here is like we are trying to educate our people. You understand? Make them understand what is on ground and what is about to come. So, of course, if I don't put it in a way whereby their seats being different, of course, there will be a limitation of the relationship within the repentant and saboteur. You understand?
Yeah, I understand what you are saying. I understand what you are saying.
They themselves, even if you don't say it, they themselves they know about this. It is not until we say it, so they understand it. So it is
That
only
is what I'm saying. That you don't necessarily have to say it.
oh, okay. So
Yeah,
let
you
us
don't
not
have to
put it
say
that
it.
way. We have a caller on in the house. Hello,
Yes.
caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Chris, and I'm calling from England.
Okay, Mr. Chris, you have 2 minutes. Make your contribution or your question.
Well, if I can wait for 5-7 minutes, you need to give me more than 2 minutes to talk, please. What I want to say is that what Mr. Ikem said, I totally understand and I agree with him. I also can see the angle where you're coming from. I think there is no man that is perfect. We are all human. And as we are human, we are bound to make mistakes. At times, our mistakes, we come to realize it. And after realization of your mistake, it takes a man to come out and say, look, I admit I have made mistake. Any man that can do that, you respect him. Believe me honestly. So that is one thing. I have personally contacted Asari. Spoke to him, not verbally, but we exchanged messages. And though it's not something I want to really come out here to be saying, but I believe in reconciliation. When you reconcile with someone, like when you were saying their seat will be separate, you put them aside. No, you don't treat people like that. So if there is a true reconciliation, you will find out that the love will start to grow. You understand? And even as believers that some of us are, once you call you say to God that you offended him and you repent of your sin, you are forgiven. So there's no need to, I think we should stop also using some terms with these people because, like we said, I mean, sometimes some of us, the ego in us, we don't want us to succumb to some other people. So we should take things easy, especially when it comes to, because everybody have something to contribute in this struggle. If today we see the likes of Wazirike, Kanu, and Nasari sit down on the round table and discuss and looking at the followers we've all got coming together to as one, then I mean, anybody, even the government will be pleading for a dialogue. You understand? So I want a situation whereby, if it is even possible, for a delegation to or a letter to be written to Mr. or Alaji Dokubo, that look, we are all one. Anybody can make mistakes. You belong here. And then there is a way that you discuss things with people and you make them, even if they are feeling pompous before, they will calm down and realize that they need to actually fall in line with their brothers. So me, I don't believe in castigating people or calling them names. Let's just know that I mean we are not born the same. Even twins don't have the same attitude and character.
Okay.
So I pray that this struggle will come to a situation, a certain level that we'll be able to have a one family, like they used to say, IPOB, one family. Let all the people in the eastern part of Nigeria, I don't see anything south. Or even though I was a teenager when they created the
Okay,
South
thank you
State.
very much, Kola.
Yeah.
I think you have to round up.
Yeah. I mean, you know anything about Biafra, you can't speak enough. So let me stop at this.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One thing I also want us to understand is that many people have died for us. And I also want us to understand that if IPOB do not stood their ground when Wazuke was about to testify against our leader in a secret trial, this is not the story we will have been saying by now, and their actions have cost us lives. And there is nobody in a position to tell these people that we forgive you, rather than the people who they took the lives of their family and their children. We need to understand all these things. So when I use that word is not harsh enough for them. They too, they understand that very well. That they can never be this, it can never be normal where you have a mark in your body, in your flesh. No matter the surgery, no matter anything you do there, it can never be the same as other flesh. So these people have made us lose lives. We lose children. They don't care. So if they die, what is the big deal? So when we use word for them, I don't think they even deserve more than that. So what we are just doing here is like IPOB, we are just trying to play a fatherly role, whereby to bring everybody, both the chaff and the wheat, bring everything together and groom them up. That is exactly what we are just trying to do. But we should not also forget that this same Asai Dokubo was with leader before he betrayed him and come against him. So when he's coming back, do you think we should also, we don't pass stupidity? My brother, let me tell you something. You say you discussed with Asai Dokubo. Ask Asai Dokubo that there is a IPOB. Listen to me. Listen to me, my brother. Listen to me. I just want to give you this information. In case you have the opportunity to discuss with him again, tell him in his own community, we have our men who are ready to do anything. We are discussing with our people. This is the herald of Coastal Biafra. I just want to remind you, we are discussing, we have men who can counter Asari Dokubo in his own father's house.
When I say,
so we don't need to beg anybody or to pamper anybody's stupidity. Your stupidity has cost us lives, not life, lives.
My brother.
So we don't use that pamper word, but we are just. If I concede with my to the opinion of Mazik here, the reason why I concede with him is because we are trying to play a fatherly role in the whole thing. So that is the reason why.
Let me round up. Let me round up by saying one thing.
Okay.
Are you a football fan? I just want to make an
go ahead.
analysis. Now, if you are if you are in a football club or a football team and you have 11 players, you understand?
Yes.
These 11 players might not be friends,
yes,
but you need to play together as a team.
Of course,
to get
which
to
we are
achieve an
doing, yeah.
objective. So that is what I mean. Now that the way I'm not saying that I'm not against what you say, but I'm just trying to show you some kind of a thing. So if we have 11 players playing for a team, and one of them decided that, okay, instead of playing to score at the other post, he decided that he would be scoring an own goal. Is that to the advantage of the team?
Then the coach will remove him. It is a very simple tactic.
But in this case, there's no coach.
But in this case, we are not playing on the football field. My brother, don't let us just go into unnecessary argument. Listen to me, my brother.
Please, let me put in the last one second. When I say we discussed, you only just asked me. I messaged him.
Yeah,
he
of
asked
course.
me who I am, and I told him who I am, and he said I would like us to have a minute talk. And he said regarding what, and I told him what it was regarding, and then he didn't reply, and then I decided to tell him what I wanted to tell him, and he didn't respond to me. So what was it that I was trying to tell him? I said, look, we are all fighting for the same cause. In 200 years' time, if you do good for your people, your name will not be wiped away. You understand? So if Kanu cannot speak to you, you call Kanu and settle whatever is your differences amicably, and you have that respect, and then that was all.
Exactly what you are saying. Thank you very much, my brother. We have other callers there. I know Mazi he came. We would like to respond to what we just. Okay, thank you very much. I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what Mazi was saying. But the issue is that when we try to pour out our anger, just imagine us now, me and Mazi Ikem, standing in front of somebody that lost his brother due to the sabotage of the likes of Uwazurike and Asari Dokubo. Then we are saying all these things. It can pull off our neck with anger. So, Mazi Ikem, I will want you to quickly respond to that before we attend to this caller.
Yeah, my position personally is that when you look at Biafran struggle, you see what IPOB have achieved. And the position of IPOB is such I would say we are in a superior position. We are in a superior, IPOB is in a superior position. Yes, and we must act in that manner. I can tell you that anybody who have caused the death of any Biafran by sabotage, by whatever purpose, at the appropriate time, we answer for that crime. You understand what I'm saying? But at this point in time, in this struggle, we must position ourselves in such a way that when people at some point realize their mistakes and say that they want to fall in line with what we are doing, we should create an enabling environment for them. That is what I'm saying. The door should always be open for those who have genuinely repented. That is what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean that people will not answer for their crime. But what I'm saying is, if you show genuine repentance and genuine cause to change your path and start working for the interest of Biafrans, you can also correct your mistakes and possibly be forgiven. That is what I'm saying.
You are very, very, very 100% right, Mazi. Yeah, caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tochukwu. I'm calling from Istanbul.
Okay, Mazi Tochukwu, go ahead. You have 2 minutes, please.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you, Onati and Mazi Ikem. Come to talk about the topic of the day, Asali Dokubo and Uwazurike. This is a freedom fighter. We are not yet in Biafra. When we actualize Biafra, we will think about civil rights. Now, we have to behave like animals because are you telling me that all these days, all these years that Owasike has been criticizing, calling us terrorists, if federal government had the opportunity to kill all of us, will he come to the grave and be talking all that? People will be talking about when he repents. If you want to repent, let him come out publicly and apologize to us. And for the sake of what we are committed, for me, we should not be talking about Wazirike or Asari Dokubo. They know where they belong. In their own very heart, they know, even if they come back, they know that they are still our brothers. Very, very well, they are still our brothers. But because they talk about it, just like you said, you give them their seats. As far as they come now, that we are still in IPOB, if they come back begging, they know where they belong. We don't need to even tell them where they belong. They know where they belong. But
Exactly.
when we actualize Biafra, then we can now think about how right somebody have, because people are saying right. As far as Nigeria is concerned, we cannot behave like Nigeria. After committing crime, you will tell us that you have repented. You go scot-free. Why people that you kill will be still suffering? If you commit crime,
Yeah,
you automatically you
thank you
face
very
the
much, caller. Thank you very much. Even what we are even we don't even what we are trying to analyze there is that making them realize what they have done by giving them differences, which Mazi
yes,
came actually said that
yes,
we should not
yes,
we don't have to say it for them to understand
yes.
that this is the
For
role.
the vision purpose.
Yeah, okay, for the vision
Yes,
purpose, you are very right. We don't have to
yes,
say it, but I
yes,
know that even if we say it, they deserve something more than that from us, because
yes,
you can't
yes,
tell
because
somebody, you can't tell.
they started it.
It's like something that happened recently, whereby you kill somebody's family or you kill somebody's daughter, you rape her to death, and after that you
Yes,
now saying, okay, I don't
you
for
have repented.
my brother, you go hard o. Person wey you
Yes,
and am body dey work together, the person go dey
yes.
look you like, so my own family wey die, e no dey you important, you fit forgive this guy
Uh,
because of all those
that,
kind of things, all those kind of things,
Nigeria,
that these are the things we
Nigeria
are trying to
system,
avoid. But of course,
Nigeria,
we
yes,
will welcome them,
yes.
and everybody will act according to their place.
We
So thank you
are
very much.
brothers. Yes, thank you.
Mazi Ikem,
Yes.
I
Hello.
think we have another caller here. Let us pick this call. With few minutes, we can round it up. So, caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon, wonderful people. My
Good
name is
afternoon to
Osaka.
you.
My name is Osaka. Mazi Pat, I see you. Thank you, great man. How about Solomon, the wisdom guy in Australia? I wish all you guys all the best.
Thank you
Mazi,
very much.
Thank
this
you.
conversation to me is one of the best conversation I see today. Glory be to Martin and the Carlo for giving us the kind of people like you guys. I'm very grateful for all you guys.
Thank you.
That's it. What I want to contribute in this issue is that repentance, forgiveness, and all these things, we are not in the church. This is not a Sunday school or church or mission. This is freedom. We are still looking for our freedom, for greater tomorrow, for our children to have a greater future more than us. I don't know if you understand what I mean. The whole world, the people that are looking for freedom, they did not pamper it to forgive and to forgive and to forgive and forgive. We are not in a Christendom church. That's why Africa is in perpetual poverty up to today. That's why Africa, black people, stay in mess up to today. Because we take everything for granted. All these people, they can misbehave, and we can give them isolated. You get what they call isolated. Just keep them. They can come and start in the grassroots of IPOB, or they start in the grassroots of to the struggle. But they cannot we cannot forgive them for them to come and get the real thing, because once a saboteur is a saboteur. Why Western people are great today is because of the way they are doing their things. Now I begin to understand why North Korea acquiring the what they are acquiring, because this one is a game. The world is playing a game with the human being, especially British, United Kingdom, both United States, both United Nations, the whole wide world. They are playing game with the human being. So we will be careful, because we want to tell the world that there's some people that can reason. There's a black people, a nation that can reason. That's why we are looking for Biafra and the Amazonia to rescue other black people. So we cannot forgive. We can forgive people, but don't impress them like this is not a individual church for Christ no love. Thank you,
Okay.
Biafra.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I believe Mazi came. You have something to say concerning that?
Yeah, the issue of forgiveness is not something would be, it's not bestowed on me and you to decide who should be forgiven and who should be punished. I've always told people, any role you play during this struggle or within this period of the struggle, the record is there. And anywhere you answer for your sins, you're definitely going to answer for your sins. So we're talking about forgiveness and giving people that benefit of doubt is something that has to do with, you cannot be punishing people now in the course of the struggle. There is no court, there is no judicial system, there is no at this point in time to make determination of who gets what and who doesn't get what. Our duty is to see how we can integrate Biafrans, make them understand the need for everybody to come together under this particular structure so that we'll be able to move in the right direction. For me, at the appropriate time, justice will take its course for anybody who must have gone wrong in one way or the other. We are not here to preach forgiveness. We are not here to preach forgiveness. We are here to tell the people that you disagree with IPOB does not make you a sinner. You have the right to disagree. You have the right to say, yes, you have the right to say, oh, what you people are doing is not good, or what you are doing. But if at some point you came to realize, like we saw Wazirike realizing, and he has admitted, because there was a time he said that there was something he said that what the creation of ESN is dancing to the gallery. He said this a few months ago, and yesterday he came to say, oh, that he was sorry, that he thought that now he knows that Eastern region needs security. I mean, that is a big plus for IPOB, and we cannot take that away. These are the things we are saying. Are we now going to say because he has criticized us in the past that we are now going to cancel what he said yesterday? No, we cannot cancel. We also have to, bring it to the light, to show example to those who keep disagreeing with what IPOB is doing, that if somebody like Uwazuike at some point can come to realize that he has been making mistakes, that IPOB had been right all this while, then others should learn from that lesson.
Exactly. And of course, we are also telling them that if you sabotage us, hello, just wait, hold on, caller. If you sabotage us and expecting that we will forgive you after we lost vulnerable lives, death that, or should I say, life that could have been preserved for this very struggle. If we lost them, then you come back and say, okay, I don't surrender. There's this kind of attitude whereby after killing people, maybe there is a war, which a war documentary between America and the Vietnam. What the Vietnam did is that when they shoot the Americans after killing a lot of soldiers, then the Vietnam soldier will now surrender, that have repented. He will drop his gun and surrender. Due to the discipline of the American soldiers, that okay, once you surrender, we have to spare your life. But it get to a stage, they give them shoot aside. Even when you drop your hand, you surrender, they shot them. Because they understand that they are doing it purposely, they are willingly doing it. It is not a mistake. It's not because they don't know it's wrong. They knew what they were doing, and they were using it to be reducing the population of the men that the American put in the war front. They are using it to reduce the American soldiers. And this is exactly what is going on in Biafra struggle today. Of course, that was the reason why I used that word cheer. You know, we related them back to the struggle. We will embrace. Even they don't even need to join what we are doing. They should
That is it. That is it. Now you are coming to the point that you have shown sign of change. Doesn't mean you must join IPOB.
No,
You don't necessarily have to join. Yes.
You can work. You can work. After all, we have Masop. Masop
Yes.
never come against IPOB.
Yes. You not necessarily.
Not Bim Masop. Bim Masop is the one that Wazurke was leading.
After all, we've seen also some principal officers in IPOB who dropped their positions and went to join to form a small unit. You understand what I'm saying? So if at some point in that your customary government, you understand and realize that IPOB is on the right path, you don't necessarily have to return back or join IPOB because it's not a PD. We are not on the PDP APC political party here, where you can wake up in the morning, today you are in APC, tomorrow you are in PDP.
Even
you understand what I'm saying?
You know, so in the morning, in the afternoon, you're in PDP.
No, it's not.
That is the exact point I was trying to make. You can be in the struggle while you are doing your customary government, you are doing your muscle beam and also and whatever. But you don't tackle each other. You are not tackling us. Okay, just look at what they did now. They see that we sing their praise, that, oh, you guys have did well. At least for once, you are now speaking the truth. You can be doing what you're doing. We are not tackling you. You are not. We are not. You are not tackling us. When the media came to use us against each other, we debunked them just the way you did. I think if you remember vividly, the stupid lady that actually interviewed Mazin Abikanu, the new colonial journalist that interviewed Mazin Abikanu was saying, what did he have to say concerning Asari? He said, if what Asari Dokubo government or whatever he organized is doing, he said, if he's going to bring Biafra, so be it. Why will I be against it? I want Biafra to come faster. So that is the maturity we are talking about. He never attacked them. He never speak against them. So this is exactly playing ground that we are talking about. IPOB, we are not saying that you must join us.
And I think that Raf was really reciprocated that same thing yesterday when he was also asked. He said that the struggle is not a monopoly, that anybody that Mazi Nnamdi cannot join him after 10 years of setting up a Masol. And he was able to find his own path. You understand what I'm saying? So this idea of bickering and condemnation, yesterday I was listening to Asani Dokubodi. You see, sometimes I look at people who claim to be in leadership position, and most of the time they show their lack of leadership, because now the customary government says they want to unite every pro-Biafran group. That is the position they are claiming, including the ex-deputy leader, say he wants to unite all the pro-Biafran group. How can you unite the people that you are antagonizing every day? So these are the things, these are the point I'm trying to make here. And that was why I said, you don't have to tell people how they should be treated later. You understand? It is not me and you that will determine how somebody should be treated. It is not our duty to pass judgment on people. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot say you are uniting all the pro-Biafran groups, and every day you are in your new radio station castigating IPOB, calling us zombie, calling us illiterate, calling us abusing us, calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu names. How do you now create the atmosphere for reconciliation? So these are the things. Now, Asare Dokubo say he's the president of the new customary government. And every day you are abusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You're forgetting that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu carries the majority of the followers in the Biafra struggle. Now, how do you reconcile? How can you use that position of antagonism to reconcile or achieve the aim of that reconciliation of all Probia? You see, that is the reason I said that even their customary government have even failed before even it was set up.
Yeah,
Because they don't even have the capacity. They don't even have the capacity to do. They don't have the capacity to do the job that they have embarked on.
You see the issue of customary government. It is dead on an arrival, because they themselves ask them how many members do they have in that customary government, including let us
it's not
I'm coming. Let me just make my point so that you can get exactly what I am saying. All of them put together, they are not up to 2% of IPOB. Now, let's assume that they are genuine and they are legit. I think the first person they need to draw closer, it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Drawing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu closer is not for him to leave what he is doing and join what they are doing. It is for everybody to play their roles. Because to be honest with you, let us be honest with ourselves. I don't think we really need these people in IPOB. We don't need them. They should keep on doing what they are doing. Of course, if you are doing the right thing, let me use the likes of Simon Ekpa as an example. When Simon Ekpa started, he wasn't in IPOB and he was doing great. He was doing great, very perfectly. And everybody loved him, including our leader. Everybody loved him. And as things keep on going on, he said, okay, this is the time for me to be part of the family. And he did. But despite during the time that he was not part of the family, people were supporting him. They are giving him the support that he deserved. And does that bring any issues? It has nothing to do maybe IPOB, or you are not part of IPOB.
Yes, there is something you said about the people that formed the customary government and how many are they. Now, I'm not interested in how many are they.
Yeah, of course.
Because one person can actually bring a genuine change. You understand what I'm saying? Now, my own position is the people that have formed the customary government, what capacity do they have? Even if it is one person, that have formed a customary government, do they have the capacity to carry the job of uniting Biafrans? That is the question we should. And these people have shown that they don't have the capacity. They don't have the ex-deputy leader of IPOB, who is part of this customary government, even while in IPOB, have not even shown any capacity. Now, how can you take a different position and still prove he's still there like a sleeping dog, like that he had always been? The Asare Dokubo himself, who say he's the president of the customary government, doesn't have the credibility. So
we have a caller. Let us quickly attend to this caller. Then you continue, Mazi. Hello, my wonderful sister, Omote. Please speak loud. You do your introduction and, of course, make your contribution.
Yes, thank you very much, Brother Magiste Igo, for this wonderful opportunity you give me. Brother Ikemu, Patrick, I'm very happy to see you for this very platform, and I'm very honored. Well, my name now is Wanowo, Omote Biafra, Abirobo Biafra from the coastal region of Biafra land. I want quickly contribute to what our brothers that they discuss this very afternoon or morning, wherever you listen to this broadcast from. I just joined when they deliberate on this issue of forgiveness or saboteur or coming back to IPOB. And I joined when one of our brothers they called in when they talk about calling Asari to Kubo, and he make reference, he make example with the football team. If say all of us na team, and if one person come out, it means say the team not go feel complete. I will quickly say something about that one before I go give my contribution. Freedom fighting and football team not be the same. Freedom fighting and football team not be the same, I repeat. Because we in a nation, we in a people. Football team just get like 12 people when they put for inside field. But this one has to do with different ethnicity. It has to do with different states or different people. And when somebody falls, when somebody come out, another person is there for that place to replace them. It not get anything to do with making reference with football team. So far, according to Uwazirike, he said he started this Biafra struggle after 10 years. I was supreme leader for Mazuna Dikano. And when he come, he choose his own path in the follow. And as it is today, so far this level we don't do today, despite say Uwazirike was supposed to be part of the team, according to the example where that guy gives. So far so good, this level we don't get today, as IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, Uwazirike, the support person supposed to be part, he never contribute anything. Rather, the only contribution when he don't contribute, now how to destroy us, how to make sure say he render our effort, our struggle, render and useless. So far as say Uwazirike choose the path when he choose to take destroy, it not mean say another person when they stronger or when they more articulated or when believe in this freedom or when love this freedom when they fight. No come out, I can't do better than Uwazirike. There was a time when Asare Tokubo, when he meet with our leader, he was consulted to come play the part when this our brother they used to make example take him. He choose to sabotage, he choose to do whatever he do. He not stop another Ijoma from where he come from Calabari and wherever he stay come from. So people stop. According to what the brother Igbo talk, he said there are people in Calabari or Ijoland there who is ready to counter what Asare Tokubo for his own papa land. So there is a very big difference with him and fighting for freedom. And when we talk about saboteur, brother Ikemu, with all due respect, you say we're not there for the position to say whether we will forgive or we not go forgive. We get 100% position. We get 100% position to talk whether we will forgive or we not go forgive, because we are the people. And so far so good. So far for this struggle, these people have caused us pain. Exactly. These people don't cause us pain. People don't die for their own very eyes. And when you are talking about these are people who know about freedom. These are people who are doing whatever they are doing deliberately. Not that they are doing it out of ignorance. Okay, this person has not picking under 20 or under 30. These are people who are over 60-something years. These are people who have fought for freedom. These are people who know when they really fight for. Despite they were giving amnesty or despite some of them compromised and they were giving money. So it's in our position as a people of Biafra to decide what to do for these people. It's in our position. We have to decide, say we're not going to forgive these people because they have caused so many people motherless, they have caused so many people fatherless, they don't cause so many people childlessness. So we the people, now we go pass judgment. Now we go pass judgment. Uwazirike make a video yesterday, as our leader don't rightly talk, and we the Biafra the talker. If you say something good, you say something good. Now for your own benefit, not be saying now for every as in now for we, because we know what thing we want and we know what thing we fight for. And as it is today, whatever these people are saying, they not say it's no longer business as usual, not the business as it used to be. Even I listen to Opus or Diba this morning, video when he talk say he's not sure that it's IPOB who carry out that operation. So these people know say it's not the business as usual. And we give them accolades for that very thing when they talk, for their own good, because we are more populated when them themselves they know, and they know say we ready to carry to fight in the last man standing. So they don't get choice. So whatever they must have done, we check their age, we check the consequence, I mean the crime, the gravity of their crime. We as a people, we have the right to say, no, you can never be forgiven. Even when you come to talk at the last time, saying, I thought they do that, they not do. So now that was maybe my contribution. I thank you very much, Brother Patrick Kemu, and we hope to see you next time for this very platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I tell Mazi Patrick, say it's una nigga Delta. So
no. Now we came in Niger Delta. I'm not.
For me, for yeah, he saying no with nigga Delta.
I'm not. Anyway, I would like to respond to what our sister Omote said concerning my position when it comes to judging the saboteurs. It is not, what we do here is to sample our opinion, and everybody get their right to their opinion. At the appropriate time, every saboteur will be judged according to their work. And it is not my duty to bring judgment to anybody, like I said. It is because when the time comes, just like it is done in every sane society, Biafrans will carry out the voting, the referendum, to decide the constitution that will guide them. And if Biafran decides, okay, this person, based on the gravity of whatever offense people have committed, that there are people that they need to forgive and some people that don't need to be forgiven. It is within the right of Biafrans to make that decision through that process they have chosen. My own position is, if anybody in course of the struggle changes his mind against what IPOB is doing, I say, oh, at some point, before now, I be no say, na so it be, but now I'm beginning to see it from a different perspective after a very long time. I believe that the person have also the opportunity. In fact, it's even the earlier the better they start repenting, so that they can contribute and correct the wrong they have made. There was a video I made some time ago, and I said, if you are a saboteur that have contributed to the death of any Biafran, then you have a price to pay. If any saboteur, say saboteur get different categories. Saboteur get different categories, but when it comes to you sabotaging to the point where you have taken life of Biafran, then it's a different thing entirely. So these are things we should be looking at. It's not in my position to say I'm going to give you death sentence. It is not in your position on Ajite to say we are going to give anybody death sentence. It is within the confines of the right of Biafrans to decide who they forgive, who they give amnesty, and what goes. But as far as I'm concerned, our duty right now is to see that those who have a different view start seeing that IPOB have been right all along, just like Rafa Bazumike.
What you're saying, you're right, Mazi. Where you missed it is that when you say Biafrans will decide, who are the Biafrans? We are the Biafrans. We are the ones that will say.
When I say Biafrans, I mean we are Biafrans, but it is the majority. It is the majority of Biafrans.
Majority of the people will decide. They will decide according to the law of the people.
The people are going to make the laws. Definitely, the people are going to make the laws for themselves. The people are going to make the laws for themselves, and the majority will always carry the vote. So if majority of Biafrans now come out and say we are going to forgive Wazirike for killing our people, it's all left to them to make that decision. But it's not in my position to pass judgment on anybody.
You are very right. But it is in our position to also share our view on. Just imagine telling somebody where they just kill his own children before him. They just slaughter his or her children before him or her. So then you're telling him about forgiveness. He will be like, are you for real? Are you for real? He will be ready to go down with you. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from? I think this is our last caller for today. Hello?
My name is Ogene.
Okay. Ogene, wow. Yeah, go ahead. Orevare. Yeah, go ahead, Orevare.
I'm calling from Libya.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Okay, so this program one I dey do, I greet all of una.
Yeah, we greet
Because
you too.
if una no stand like this, the Biafra no go fit stand. Like my contribution to this platform, that Asari to Kubo one I dey speak today. I know about Arab more. That man, Mona leave them, make them do wetin dem dey do. Make Nnamdi Kanu, make he just leave that group alone. Make we focus on wetin we dey do. So that if these people say they really want to make the Biafra form, make dem carry on their operation wey dem dey carry on, make dem no disturb them. If dem say dem wan come join the IPOB again, make dem free them. According to wetin I dey see, like Libya here where we dey, if fight dey, say dem dey fight for freedom for Libya here, you go see this group different, you go see this group different, you go see this group different. Wey be say dem dey carry different ammunition dey come. But the thing be say dem no dey say na me be leader, na me be this one. No, go the war front, go defeat people wey dey there wey be say dem dey fight against you. Na so dem dey do am for here where we dey. You go see everybody dey come outside with their ammunition, everything. They will go defend those people wey be say dem dey come fight them. Na so dem dey do something. Other people na money, dem dey after money. These people wanna dey see na dem dey after money. If Nigeria call them today say Asari Tokubo come, that was on for one at the call, come. Mona go take money. You go see them say dem go start to dey betray people again. So the best, make una just leave them. Una no talk about those people. Make them go on their own struggle. You go more they go on our own struggle.
Thank you very much.
And they go and come and say this struggle will soon over. We go get this Biafra.
Of course.
I beg, Mona still leave these people alone. Mona not talk about their matter for now.
Of course. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much. Hope you are part of the Biafran family in Libya.
Yes, yes. I'm a member of my FAOB.
Okay, thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we should just, this person has been disturbing, and let me just answer this person, then we round up for the program. Hello, caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Victor Dickens. I'm calling from Switzerland, you know.
Okay, Master Victor. Go ahead. 2 minutes, please.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So my own contribution about this is that, well, the leader has said something. He said for him to forgive these people, for him to forgive the saboteurs, the real saboteurs, that is better Biafra. He swore that it's better Biafra should not come. So
exactly.
That alone is a very strong. That alone is a very strong statement.
Exactly.
And then also on my own side, there's no way. Even if the leader doesn't, there are people who are going to do it. You know what I mean? To do it.
Exactly.
I don't want to say it on air, but there are people who have also been waiting to that right time. They can sell everything they have to do it, and that's it. You know what I mean by that?
Of course.
To make sure these people will face that judgment, and that's it. I just want to say this.
Thank you very much.
We are one of those, the strongest, yet not very close to the chief. But we are the secret ones, the most secret ones. So we keep quiet until that's done. God bless you, people. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you. Yeah, I think we are no more picking calls. Let me bring down the number. So, and another thing is this: those of you who will be restreaming this video, please always notify them that this video is not live, not later they will be disturbing with calls. So please, this video is not live, and when you are watching this video, please don't call. If you are not watching it on the Herald of coastal Biafra. So please don't call. I don't know, maybe Mazi he came have something to say concerning
Yeah, definitely.
call and so.
Definitely. Like I said, it is for Biafrans to decide how they want to treat anybody who has sabotaged the cause of their freedom. You know, but my own personal position is the earlier you find your path and start doing the right thing, the better for you. Because if in course of every struggle people disagree, which is natural, um, disagreement and struggle does not create enmity. We can disagree even to agree at the end of the day. You know, but when it comes to passing judgment on whoever that have betrayed the struggle, whoever that have done one wrong or the other, it is within the right of Biafrans at the end of the day to make that decision. Even in the course of this struggle, a lot of saboteurs are going to go down because not everybody would, you know, tolerate certain things that they see. You know, there are some Biafrans who will see you sabotaging the struggle and they decide to take laws into their hands. You know, so at the end of the day, as a saboteur or as somebody working against the struggle, you are also you are putting your own life at risk because you cannot determine how people are going to react at the end of the day. But what I tell Biafrans is, yes,
There are some comments I'm seeing here.
yes.
I want you guys to understand. I'm addressing the commentators now. We are not here discussing about forgiveness because I, Onajite Higo, I can never forgive any saboteurs, especially these ones we are even talking about because they have cost us lives. It is a fact which we all know. I can never, nobody can, even the Lord said, no, me go after them secretly. I can never forgive. That is my stance from the beginning. So what we are discussing here, we are not discussing maybe to forgive anybody or not to forgive anybody. There is something that leads us into this, and we are just trying to analyze some things. So
Yeah, so Najite,
forgiveness or no forgiveness.
personally, I wouldn't come in front of camera and tell people what I'm going to do to a saboteur. It's something that is personal to me, and I
Yeah,
don't have to say it like I told you. I don't necessarily
but
have to say it.
I choose to do so for them to know that I felt
Yeah.
the pain, for them to know
Yes,
that I felt the pain that they have caused me.
yeah.
And of
So,
course,
but
we are already
yes.
working on it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I might even have a more harder stand. I might have a more harder stand personally against saboteurs, but I don't have to come before the world and say how I would want saboteurs to be treated. I want to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. The coming here was impromptu. It was not arranged. It was not organized. I saw the program. I sent you link request and you brought me, and it is a great pleasure. And I also want to thank Biafrans who called and everybody who made their comment, those who shared the program. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And Ajite, I want to say thank you once again. And I hope to also return back anytime you invite me to be part of what you are doing. Mazi Solomon have always disturbed me, say, why not go and meet your brother Najite so that you will go feed the run show once in a while.
Say most people don't know say you been Mazi, I don't say no you go see change for me, but most people not say be Niger Delta.
No. Now we can be Niger Delta. Even the Asari Dokubo that we are even talking about, selves deny say no be Niger Delta, say he's a Biafran. I mean, at the
Yeah,
end of
now.
the day, you find out that saboteurs get level. You understand? Now,
You
how
know
do
the
you
lie.
not judge a man who denied his origin? He denied saying no be
Exactly.
Igbo, he say no be, say be
Eh,
Bini. An Igbo man who
imagine.
say no be Igbo, say be Bini. You know, so
Imagine.
you see, that is what I say. It is not something we'll be discussed because it's bigger than we think. It's bigger than we think. So I want to say thank
Yeah,
you
of
very
course.
much.
Thank you very much, Mazi Kim. Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much.
It's been a while. So as I see, I say no, this one are my now my chair. So thank you very much for joining us. And of course, this platform is a platform because this platform is actually representing the whole of coastal region, the six riverine states. So, and of course, this platform has created a very strong evangelical team, and which we are working with the leadership, and we have done a lot, which we also like you to be part of. So we have done a lot, and
Of course,
I believe
I'm part of it.
of
You
which
know
you are
that
ready.
I have my
Exactly.
own very big platform where that keeps me very busy. But anytime there is something important, always get me on board, and I'll be there anytime, any
Of
day.
course, of course, of course. Thank you very much, Mazi, and thank you very much, all
Thank
our
you very
viewers all
much.
over the
Thank you
world.
for bringing
We say
me in.
thank you, Semi Oputamono. Continue to bless every one of you who have stayed with us. Thank you. Bye for now. Yes, Mazi, thank you very much. We not dey live again, no.